Hello, Sussex Squad, and welcome back to the Sussex Insights, the space where we dig beneath the headlines and bring you thoughtful, balanced conversations about Harry, Meghan, and the world that refuses to stop talking about them. I'm your host, Adriel, and today we're unpacking something that's been quietly happening right before our eyes, something subtle, graceful, and deeply symbolic. We're talking about Meghan Markle's all-white fashion era and the powerful message hidden in her wardrobe. Because when Meghan wears white, it's never just a style choice. It's storytelling without words. From the moment Meghan Markle entered the global stage, her fashion sense has been analysed to exhaustion. But what separates Meghan from others is intention. Every look she wears is like a page from a personal manifesto, polished, deliberate, and layered with meaning. And lately, that message has been delivered in one elegant, unwavering colour, white. We've seen it everywhere. That stunning Balenciaga cape she debuted during Paris Fashion Week. Her serene as ever advertisement, filmed in warm Californian light, where she appeared in a soft white sweater and matching trousers. Even her appearances at business summits, charity galas, and global events, all touched by her signature monochrome palette. White, in all its shades and textures, has become Meghan's visual language. And in a world that's constantly trying to define her, she's using fashion to define herself. Now, colour psychologist Jules Standish said something really insightful about this. She told the Daily Mail that Meghan's embrace of white gives a sense of optimism and reinvention. And that perfectly captures where Meghan is today, calm, centred, yet still evolving. As Meghan returns to her creative roots with her new film Close Personal Friends playing a version of herself, no less, it's impossible not to see how the symbolism of white fits this new chapter. Remember, this is Meghan's first acting project in 8 years. Her last major Hollywood role was before she became a duchess, before the palaces and press and endless scrutiny. Now she's stepping back into the world she once left, but on her terms, with her boundaries, her voice, and her peace intact. White, in this context, isn't just a fashion statement. It's reclamation. It's the visual equivalent of saying, I've cleaned the slate, and I choose peace. And that matters. Because in a media landscape that spent years trying to stain her reputation, Meghan's all-white wardrobe becomes a quiet act of defiance. She's not reacting, she's radiating. But here's the thing, Meghan's connection to white didn't start today. It's been part of her story since day one. Let's go back to 2017, the engagement announcement. A crisp white coat by Line the Label. Elegant, modern, and understated, the perfect visual contrast to the stiff royal formality that surrounded her. It was Meghan's introduction to the world, and it said everything. I'm here, I'm ready, and I'm unapologetically me. In 2018, during her royal tour in Tonga, she chose a dazzling custom gown by Thea Pure White with subtle embellishments. The look was regal, yet approachable, signalling that she could carry royal glamour without losing her authenticity. Then came 2019, the Natural History Museum Gala. Meghan stepped out in an Amanda Wakely coat and a Calvin Klein dress, again in white. There was confidence, serenity, but also subtle armour. This was a woman learning to survive under the weight of royal scrutiny. Fast forward to her post-royal years, and the colour doesn't fade, it flourishes. At the 2022 Invictus Games in The Hague, Meghan appeared in head-to-toe Valentino. It was her first major public appearance after stepping back from royal duties. She wasn't the former Duchess people expected to see. She was radiant, composed, and in control. A few months later, at the Ripple of Hope Gala, she wore a breathtaking Louis Vuitton gown off the shoulder, long-sleeved, with a clean front slit. She paired it with Princess Diana's aquamarine ring, an intentional nod to legacy and resilience. It was a moment of generational symmetry, Diana's strength, reimagined in Meghan's calm. In 2023, at a World Mental Health Day event in New York, Meghan once again chose white and Althusara off-the-shoulder blazer with wide-leg trousers. It was powerful, yet gentle, a statement of balance, grace and poise. Then came 2024, her visit to Nigeria. Meghan wore a sleek, all-white Althusara suit, layered over a matching top. She looked both approachable and commanding, exuding quiet confidence and cultural respect. And who could forget the 2024 ESP Awards? Meghan floated onto the red carpet in a custom Oscar de la Renta gown, halter neck, open back, echoing her Stella McCartney reception dress from her 2018 wedding. It was elegance reincarnated, a reminder that simplicity, when worn with conviction, becomes unforgettable. By 2025, her appearance at the Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit in DC sealed it. Meghan had turned minimalism into a superpower. Her white, vegan leather skirt and blouse ensemble wasn't flashy, but it commanded the room. White, for Meghan, isn't silence. It's authority delivered softly. Let's talk psychology, because colour isn't just visual, it's emotional. White, symbolically, is associated with purity, rebirth and clarity. But when a powerful woman wears it repeatedly, it also signals something deeper: control. Jules Standish put it perfectly. To wear white, you've got to have confidence. You're not hiding anything, it gives a sense of openness and purity. Think about that for a second. Meghan has faced relentless criticism, lies and online hate campaigns. Yet, through it all, she's never lashed out with bitterness. Instead, she's chosen grace, composure, and yes, the symbolic calm of white. White says, "You can project whatever you want onto me, but you can't stain me." That's not vanity. That's resilience. It's the same kind of strength we saw in Princess Diana, that quiet defiance, that ability to maintain dignity even under attack. But unlike Diana, Meghan has the chance to do it on her own soil, with her own platform and her own peace intact. White also represents new beginnings, and that's something Meghan embodies perfectly. She's no longer the royal outsider, she's a global woman, building a life defined by service, storytelling and empowerment. Whether it's through Archewell, her upcoming projects, or her re-entry into the creative world, Meghan's image in white reflects a woman who has survived chaos and chosen calm. And let's not forget, white is the most unforgiving colour. It shows everything. It leaves no room for pretense or insecurity. That's why it's such a brave choice. It's as if Meghan is saying, "I have nothing to hide, this is me, unfiltered, unbothered and in control." What I love most about Meghan's all-white era is how it works as both armour and freedom. It's armour because it deflects chaos white reflects after all. It doesn't absorb the negativity thrown at it. And it's freedom because it's unrestrained, minimal, pure, unburdened by expectation. For Meghan, white is the colour of liberation. She's not chasing royal approval, she's not trying to fit into outdated hierarchies. She's standing in her own light, and white amplifies that glow. It's sophisticated, it's global, and it's hers. So, when the tabloids say Meghan's style is too calculated, or when critics claim she's trying too hard, I say they're missing the point. Every choice she makes, from her words to her wardrobe, reflects mindfulness. White, for Meghan, isn't about perfection. It's about peace. It's the visual expression of healing, growth and strength through silence. After all, white is never just white when Meghan Markle wears it. It's the colour of clarity, the colour of a woman who's found her power not by shouting, but by shining. So the next time Meghan steps out in white, whether it's at a film premiere, a summit, or a quiet moment at home, remember this: it's not just fashion, it's her story. A story of resilience, of reinvention, and of a woman who continues to rise with grace, with power, and in peace. I'm Adriel, and this has been the Sussex Insights. If you found this deep dive interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because here, we don't just watch the headlines, we understand them. Until next time, Sussex Squad, stay insightful, stay kind, and remember, real power doesn't shout, it simply shines.